guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Let me tell y'all something. Ever since I've been learning how to edit my own videos on Final Cut Pro, I'm so proud of myself. It only took me a decade, but we're not gonna focus on the negative. We're gonna focus on the positive, and better late than never. That's just where my mind is at. And obviously I've been wanting to pump out more videos. So now with me kind of having that control over, how fast my videos get edited, I can pump out more content for you guys. So I'm actually really excited, and I enjoy filming. A few years back when I first started kind of posting on this channel, I wasn't really being consistent because number one, the equipment that I was using was just a lot. And I actually sold a camera that I used to use for my tutorials, or just like my beauty talks, or even my Q&As. Like, well, I only filmed one Q&A, but like every single, besides vlog content, every single video I've posted on this channel was filmed with my old camera. And I loathed that camera. I did not enjoy using it. I hated the way I looked on that camera. My skin color looked weird. Everything about it was weird. The whole process of putting it together, like the setup, I was like, this is too much. It's what am I filming? A movie? I've actually been filming these past few videos with my vlog camera. Now, obviously, it may not be as HD and the sound may not be impeccable. I am going to use this camera for the meantime until I actually test out my Sony camera. So I have a Sony camera that's kind of like a hybrid camera, and a lot of people use it to not only take photos, but film videos. And the camera's amazing. And the lens that I have is amazing. It's just with the bigger cameras, I feel like there's a lot more setup involved. And with vlog cameras, like there's this camera, you can't even put in mic. So this is just, it's catching really with no external mic. Obviously, that's why the sound maybe isn't as clear or as good as I'd like it. But I'm gonna settle for now until I get my shit together with the other camera. But either way, I'm just happy to be here filming videos for you guys. And also I want to thank you for every single person that watched my last video. And I'm happy that you guys liked it. I did a poll where I asked you guys, what video did you want to see next? Did you want to see current beauty favorites, or did you want to see a makeup tutorial? And more people voted for beauty favorites. If you guys want to know what those are, please keep watching. Starting with the new Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right or wrong, because I always hear people pronouncing her name Huda, and I'm like, what's Huda? There's a U in there, so I would think it's Huda, but I mean, hey, I really love this palette. Like, this palette is giving. Like, the packaging of the palette alone sells it for me, but like what's inside is chef's kiss. So it's called the Pretty Grunge palette, and this is actually her latest release. Hold on, let me open this bad boy up. I'm not trying to like break a nail. I just got my nails done. My nails are so cute. So here's the palette. Obviously there's a lot of reflection going on with the light. I hope that you guys can see it. Obviously, you guys can always Google the palette so you can see photos of it. This is the best fall palette that I've seen in a while. Like, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, this is good. Like, she really did that. It has a really good assortment of shades. It has your mattes, and then it has your really sparkly shimmeries, and they kind of give like pigment vibes. Like, they don't feel and look on the eye like typical shimmery eyeshadows. They kind of feel like an eye pigment would. So naturally, I do have this palette on today. I went with an all matte look for today's look, but this palette really kind of gives whatever you want it to give. And also, with the holidays coming up, I feel like this palette is the perfect go-to for holidays. I particularly, in the holiday season, I love playing with silvers, and there's actually a few silver shades that, actually this silver shade I used in my last video, and it looked so pretty. Let me swatch that for you guys. Like, that's like one swipe. That's crazy. This palette is so gorgeous. Like, she really did that. Also, it has what I think is a gel liner, which is kind of dope for an eyeshadow to have a gel liner already included, so you don't have to like grab a separate one when you're doing your makeup. I really appreciate that. And it has a really dark black eyeshadow. I think all eyeshadow palettes should have a black in every single one. I don't care if it's a pastel palette. I know you're thinking, why would a pastel palette have black? I just find black to be one of the most important shades in a palette. Like, how am I doing my winged eyeliner? What if I don't want to use a gel liner? What if I don't want to use a liquid liner? I should always be able to pull for a black shadow in a palette. And I really, really appreciate when brands and creators include a black shadow in a palette. This palette really is absolutely stunning. Next on the list, we actually have a brow product. This is not new. I know some of you are going to be like, girl, what? In 2023, this is your favorite? Yes. I can't say I just discovered it because I've gotten this in PR for like years now. I never played with it. I don't know why. I'm the type of person where if I have certain products that work, or not even work, but like if I'm used to using certain products, I'm like, okay, I'll just keep using them, whatever it is, what it is. Even though there might be products out there that work better than that specific one I'm used to. So this is the Benefit Brow Wax. Now, they market it as a brow wax, and I guess that's exactly what it is. I can't even say it's a brow gel. I mean, to me, because it has like the little, you know, the little spoolie, the little brush, I would think it's a brow gel, but it's not. It is indeed. It's called the Fluff Up Brow Wax. This is actually one of the few products that's been able to keep my brow hairs up. I don't know why, but I have the most stubborn brow hairs I have ever seen in my life. Like every time I see people promoting brow products and they'll use just like a regular old brow gel, it doesn't matter from which brand, and it just works for them. Like the brows just stay up and you know, they look groomed and placed well and they just kind of stay put. I would have to put the whole bottle and still my brows just fall right back down. My hair is actually kind of similar in that sense, where even when I curl my hair, like I have to really leave the curling iron for a really long time to catch the curl. And even sometimes hairspray kind of just loosens. Like my hair just wants to be straight. It's very weird, but I mean, I guess it's a blessing and a curse, because I know some people wish they had straight hair. Like, yes, from time to time, obviously I will still flat iron it so it could look really shiny and polished and all that, but my hair is quite literally straight. It doesn't have even a slight bend, curl, wait, nothing. I was robbed. Mind you, my mom has curly hair. I've always wanted curly hair, but that's a story for another day. Back to the brow wax. This thing does not play any games. So what I do is I kind of just like make sure I coat it really well. I kind of go in the opposite direction of my brow growth to make sure it's really in there. And then sometimes I literally just flatten the brows and lift them with my fingers, and it stays. Like I'm shook at this product. Like, what? This has been out for years. Like I'm supposed to be on to the new. You know what I mean? Like I've been supposed to try this and I didn't. I don't know why. But anyways, this thing really, really works. Like, I know I sound shocked, but it's because of the simple fact that my brows are, as I mentioned, really, really stiff. Miss Benefit did that. Also, I actually really appreciate how small it is. It's small, but it's mighty. You could quite literally put this in your pocket. Like, that's how small it is, and it's cute. Like, what is this? What is this shape? Who thought of this? I mean, hey, congrats, because you did that. You, person who thought of this, you did that. I always give credit where credit is due. And Miss Benefit, right, her, does it for me, period. Switching gears with Miss Dior. I love this gloss. I really do. Like, I love this gloss. So this is the Dior Addict 010. And it's just, I don't know, it's magical, it's gorgeous. This with any of your favorite nude lipstick and your favorite lip pencil shade. The color is kind of like a really faint pink, when you put it on, you could kind of see the little pink pearls. I think it also has a bit of gold pearls and even, I want to say purple pearls. When you're putting it on, you might not see it, but the way it just blends in on top of a lipstick, I'm sure by itself it'll be gorgeous. Also forgot to mention, I have it on my lips right now. I mean, I don't know why I'm praying, but what? This thing looks, hello? This lip is giving. I have something else on that I can't share yet, and I know there was no point of probably bringing that up, but yeah, just in case anyone asks, like, what else do you have on your lip? I won't be able to share, but soon I will. So I got you, girl. Also using any opportunity to show my nails. Yes, that's what this is. I am caressing the gloss so I can show off my nails. Next on the list, we have Miss Hourglass concealer. So I know they have two different concealers. This is, I ain't even gonna lie, I don't even know which one this is, but you already know your girl will list it right here. So I have this on today. I've been using this for, I want to say, a few weeks and obsessed. Yes, very much so. This concealer does exactly what it needs to do. The coverage is really nice. It's not overly like, you know, super thick or full coverage. I do think it's buildable. This is actually one of the most beautiful, flawless concealers that you could wear all over your face. I know you're probably thinking, why would you wear concealer all over your face? But let's say you don't want to wear foundation. Now, I'm not saying literally all over your face, but like, you know, maybe a little bit here, a little here, you know, highlight areas, and then just do kind of like a cream bronzer moment when you're on the go and you don't want to put on a whole face. This is the best concealer to do that with, especially if you get one that matches your skin tone exactly. It has like the perfect coverage to not look like you're wearing makeup, if that makes sense. Like, it just kind of covers any redness. If you have blemishes, like some days I'll wear just this concealer, a cream bronzer, and a blush, and a lip, obviously. And just that, like, the face gives. Also, I really just appreciate Hourglass products in general. Fun fact, one of my favorite complexion products back in the day was actually Hourglass. So when I used to work in Sephora eons ago, they had this, it was actually marketed as a tinted moisturizer. Now, it definitely did not give tinted moisturizer. Like, it was actually really rich, and I would definitely say like medium to full. You could definitely build it to get full, but it was really nice because it was luminous. So I guess that would in some sense maybe categorize it as a tinted moisturizer. Again, to me, it used to get, like, I used to get full coverage. Also, I probably was putting on, you know, a generous amount, as I usually do with complexion products. It looked absolutely stunning. Like, my skin used to look like it was glowing from miles away, and unfortunately they don't have that product. They haven't had that product for years. I definitely feel like that product was discontinued a long time ago, but I kind of wish they would bring it back because it was one of the most beautiful complexion products I've ever put on my face. And I used to sell it like hotcakes when I worked in Sephora. Like, I had every single client in there like, what do you have on your skin? Mind you, it was like $60. You know, Miss Hourglass don't play. Hourglass is gonna take your coin, okay? And they could have it because they are worth it. But yeah, I really do wish that they would bring back that tinted moisturizer because it was pure magic. This is definitely in my current rotation. I do have it on, as I mentioned, and it's giving very much flawless, if I do say so myself. Next on my favorites list is Rhode Skin Peptide Lip Tint. Obviously, they're the same brand, so I just wanted to showcase my two favorite colors and the ones that I alternate between. I didn't get the other two colors. I don't know, I didn't care for them, and I knew I wasn't going to be wearing them every single day. But these are kind of like, I would say, your everyday nude shades. One is slightly more on the brown taupey kind of spectrum, and then this one's just like your, you know, usual baby pink. Like, these two, oh my god, I love, love, love these little lip tubes. Like, they are so pigmented. Like, for what they offer, they're really, really pigmented. I wouldn't expect a lip product like this to be as pigmented as it is, but it literally lasts all day. Like, I may touch up once out of the time frame that I'm wearing it. Obviously, I will, if I'm putting on makeup, like, I'm wearing that shit the whole day. Feel me? Like, I ain't doing 3-hour makeup to take it off in, you know, an hour. Like, I need the whole community, the whole city, borough, whatever, wherever I'm at. I need everybody to see this face, okay? So this is really like the perfect thing to wear on a day-to-day, or even not on a day-to-day. I actually had, I believe it was this one, the last video. And I didn't even get this in PR. Like, I actually bought these because I've been seeing people use them, and typically I'm not really a person that gets influenced. Everyone's promoting every constant moment of the day, and there's a million products that people are promoting, and I'm like, okay, I already have something like that. But I actually was really interested in these. I don't know, maybe it was the shades, I don't know what it was. But on everyone, they looked so juicy and shiny, and I love a shiny gloss. And this very much gives that shine. Like, the shine is out of this world, and I think that's my favorite thing about these glosses, the shine. Also, the packaging is really convenient. Again, you could put it in your pocket. I love pretty but also practical packaging. It's nice to look at, and, you know, slip it in your pocket, slip it in your purse. You don't even need a big purse for, you know, these products. And I don't know, it's a win-win for me. Switching gears with this one, I haven't really talked about lash products, but this mascara is quite literally one of the best mascaras I think I've ever tried. That could be maybe a slight exaggeration. Actually, no, it's not. It's not. I really, really, really love this mascara. This is the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. I've used a lot of mascaras in my day, and listen, something about this one, nothing is touching this mascara. The way that this makes my eyelashes look, obviously I have it on today. I've been using this for months. I want to even say it's been longer. Maybe it has been a year. I don't even know if I could confidently say that because I don't know when this was launched, but I know I've been using it all year. It separates your lashes, it lifts your lashes, it gives your lashes volume. I love when the brush is kind of comb-like. Those are my favorite types of mascaras personally. I don't like the really fluffy ones with, like, you know, the really thick ones. Like, I've always found that those either make your lashes really clumpy, or they're just not doing enough separating. Like, they might give you volume, but then you will have like that dry fallout underneath your eyes. This one, like, I love it. I love this brush. I love the shape of this. Like, it goes perfect as you're applying. It just kind of like falls right in the lash. I can't say enough good things about this. Like, I really, really, really enjoy this mascara, whether I'm putting it on falsies or putting it on just my lashes. And I know you're thinking, why would you be putting mascara on falsies? Because sometimes I want to give them a little zhuzh. A little zhuzh. Also, I like to connect my own lashes with the falsies, so that's why I typically put on mascara on falsies. But even sometimes, like, you know, when you get lashes, they kind of look dry a little bit. Like, they need a little razzle dazzle. Whether it's on my lashes or on the falsies, it looks so good every single time. Next on the list, we have Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. I really, really, really enjoy this foundation. I've been using it since it came out. I was fortunate to get this in PR. I got like a bunch of little samples, which was really nice because I got to decide what my color was instead of like going to the store. And, you know, sometimes store lighting, especially in Sephora, like, that shit is a miss 9 out of 10 times. So I was able to nail my color right away, and I really love the way this foundation looks. This is probably one of my favorite foundations to date, including the Dior Glowy Skin Finish Foundation. Honestly, I forgot the exact name, but I'll Google it and figure it out. But I really, really, really love this one. It's medium to full coverage. It really does look like skin. It makes your skin glow. Like, if you didn't set this, which personally, I'm always gonna set my makeup with powder. Like, I'm just not ever gonna go outside with no powder because I would look like a greasy mess, and I'm not even oily. Like my skin is actually normal to dry. But this, even with products on top of it, it actually works really, really well. Because as you guys know, not every foundation works well with other products. And I will say you could put as many products over this, concealers, cream contours, cream bronzers, powders, translucent powders, like this works really well with other products, and that's important. Like, yes, the foundation itself is important, but it also depends on how it works with other products. And when I tell you, the face will give flawless every single time. You'll look like you just have like this natural glow about you, and it's not cakey, it's not almost too thick where you're like, oh my god, my skin is suffocating. Like, it really does feel breathable, and it looks like skin, which is obviously why it's called Surreal Skin. Hello! Also, disclaimer, this is a very, very dewy foundation. So if you like more of the matte type of finish or even a satin finish, I wouldn't necessarily suggest this. I personally always have to do a dewy foundation. My skin is normal to dry or dry to normal. I don't know which order it goes in. So personally for me, a matte foundation it would just not work. I always need a dewy finish foundation. And for my skin type, this works flawlessly. So if you have normal to dry skin, and even if you don't have normal to dry skin, and let's say you have oily T-zones, or you could still get away with this foundation if you set it properly. Speaking of setting things properly, you ain't gonna set nothing if you ain't got the Huda Beauty Translucent. But it's actually called Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. Now, this is the shade Sugar Cookie. I'm featuring this not necessarily for the shade, because I actually have all the shades and I kind of alternate between some of the different shades. Like, I really love the Cherry Blossom shade. I think it's called Cherry Blossom. And that's more of like the light pink. And then you have, I believe, Pound Cake. I do really like that one too. Right now I'm kind of into the Sugar Cookie shade. I don't know why. I've just been reaching for it more often. And this translucent is playing no games when it comes to setting your face. If you want a flawless finish, make sure you're not like giving oily, shiny, unless that's the look you're going for. That's a different story. But if you really want to set your face and have that makeup not moving, this is it. One of the major complaints about the translucent powder is, or other people's complaints, not mine, is people don't like the scent. I think it has a rose scent. I love the smell of this. Like, I was actually a little disappointed because Huda came out with the pressed powder version of this, so it's not translucent, it's pressed. And I still prefer these because the smell, I actually really like the smell. And I don't know, the pressed powder, I almost feel like it's too thick for my liking. Like, I like pressed powders and I use a pressed powder, but my pressed powder, the other one that I use, is way different from the one that Huda Beauty came out with. I still prefer the loose setting powder. Like, this is top tier for me. So the reason why I prefer this translucent powder over other ones, and obviously there's a million translucent powders in the market, this particular one is one of the only ones that doesn't make me look like a leather bag. And what I mean by that is I have a lot of lines underneath my eyes, as I'm sure a lot of other people do. Now, when you put powder, whether it's pressed powder, but specifically translucent powder, depending on the powder and the formulation of the powder, it can get ugly. And so for me, one of the ones that I just cannot ever use again is Laura Mercier Translucent. Like, I hate that product. And I used to use it like in my mid-20s. For some reason, it looks like cake batter on my face. Like, it does not look good. And it makes me look so dry and dehydrated, and I hate it. Crinkly, just gross. But this one, on the other hand, it doesn't make me look dry. It just kind of puts everything into place, and it sets and it mattifies. It mattifies without making me look dry and cakey. That's important, especially if you set it with some type of dewy spray after. The combination is just beautiful. Like, I love this translucent. Speaking of setting and giving yourself a glow with a setting spray, my next product is the one, the only Tatcha Dewy Spray. I'm sure this isn't the first time you've seen the Tatcha Dewy Spray featured in a video or someone raving about it. I've been loving this product for years. I think I've lost count on how long I've been using this. This is the best product to just kind of let those powders marinate into your skin and just gives you a beautiful, beautiful overall glow. What's really, really nice about this product, actually, you don't have to wear it with makeup on. So sometimes, let's say I'm going outside and I don't want to put makeup on. Now, even though I'll have my skincare on and I might have like a subtle glow from like the moisturizer, this will really amplify the glow. Again, perfect for the dry to normal skin types. Of course, you can use this if you have oily skin. I'm not telling you what to do. If you want to be glowy, go ahead and do that. And this is the product that's going to get you there. A lot of brands make dewy sprays, and although they market that it will give you all this glow and you'll look luminous, I feel like a lot of them kind of miss on that point. This is one of the products that actually will make you glow, and you won't even need a highlighter. Honestly, like I'm not wearing highlighter, but for some reason I'm not even wearing highlighter. So how am I glowing? You know what I mean? Like, explain that to me. Tatcha products in general are immaculate, so I'm not surprised that I love this product. I use a lot of their skincare products as a part of my daily skincare routine, but this particular product, like, I feel like it's really, really great because, like I said, you could use it without makeup and with makeup. When you use it with makeup, it'll make sure whatever powders you use prior to using this, those powders will literally melt into your face and won't look like powder, if that makes sense. So while your face will be set and will be mattified, this will just add like that hint of glow where you'll just look like perfect, quite literally. And then when you use it without makeup, just on skin, honestly, it really does look like you just got a facial. Also, I really like the smell of this product. It kind of reminds me of when you're in a spa and there's like spa music playing and you just kind of feel zen and relaxed. That's exactly what this product smells like. Next on the list, we have Glam by Maja Blossom Pink Blush. This is the cutest, prettiest pink blush. The camera's not doing it justice, but I do have it on along with another one, but this is definitely one of my favorite pink blushes at the moment. It's basically a Barbie pink blush. I know the girlies are loving pink blush and have been loving pink blush for like the past year and a half. I tend to alternate between peachy and pink, although pink is my favorite color, so naturally I gravitate to pink. But this blush really, really, really does the job every single time. I own a lot of pink blushes, but this is the one that I always kind of go back to out of all the ones that I have. I really like how it goes on, and it's really, really smooth and doesn't leave like that harsh line that sometimes blushes do leave. But this one really is easy to blend. It's not so pigmented that like right away, the minute you put it on, you're like, whoa, bam, clown face. You know what I mean? It's definitely buildable. So if you want it to be more prominent, you can achieve that. But I don't know, I just love the really nice wash of color. It's a really nice pink. It goes really nice on my skin tone, I think. And I think this would be suited for other skin tones as well. The packaging isn't necessarily the most glamorous, but sometimes it's not about the packaging, it's about the product. And I mean, whoa, all the time it's not about the packaging, it's about the product. However, sometimes when a product has pretty packaging and is really nice, meaning the actual product, then it's a, it's a plus. However, this one isn't necessarily maybe the prettiest to look at on a vanity, but it's really pretty on, and that's what matters to me, at least. Last but certainly not least, we have the Saie, what's this thing called? Glowy Super Gel. Now, I don't know if I was saying that correctly. I think it's called Saie. Is it called Saie? I don't know. What do you say? Anyways, I don't mean harm. So if it's not called Saie, we'll be okay. I personally need a lot of moisturizing products underneath my base. So base meaning foundation, concealer, all the things. This to me kind of feels like a primer, even though I don't think it's a primer because it's not marketed as a primer. But if it is a primer, forgive me. But either way, I think that this makes my makeup just kind of melt into my skin, and this really does give you like that glow from within type of vibe. They do have other colors which I actually want to purchase because I want maybe like a bronzy for, let's say, when I'm not in the mood to put on a ton of makeup and I just kind of want like a glow, and maybe like a little concealer, cream bronzer, you know, the things. But this product is really nice because, again, for someone who is dry, I need a lot of upkeep when it comes to making my face not look dehydrated. So I need all the help I could get from glowy and really hydrating products to make my skin look as moisturized as it possibly can. And this product does just that. Like, I have it under my foundation today. Again, I don't have any highlighter on, but I would say my skin is, you know, has like a natural glow to it. It's like that first layer of hydration that I really do need before I go in with all the products that I end up putting on top of it. And I could definitely see this used by itself. So this is another one of those hybrid products where you don't need to have a full face. You don't even need to have a light face. You could just wear your skin for the day. You know, put a little bit all over your face, and again, you'll look like you're glowing from within. And I love hybrid products. I think my favorite beauty products are always hybrid ones because you can get multiple use out of them. So if I don't want to put on makeup, I could still use the product and it still does exactly what it would do if I did have makeup on. You get my drift? We love getting more for our money. If you're looking for something to amp up your makeup and just kind of give you like that really nice glow to begin with before you put on all your other products, or if you just want to glow in general, this product is really, really good for that. And that concludes my current favorite beauty products. So the reason why I haven't always been open to try out new products is because I guess from, you know, getting so much PR over the years, which I'm grateful and fortunate to be able to receive all this makeup. But when you get so much, you kind of get overwhelmed with the amount of makeup that you're receiving to the point where you're like, I don't even want to try anything else. Like, I'm just going to stick to this, and, you know, it works, and, you know, it gets the job done. But again, I think that it's fun trying new products because how would you ever know if you liked something else if you didn't try it? The vocal fry in my voice is crazy. Like, what is that? What I gotta do for that? I'm curious to see if any of my favorites are any of your favorites. So you already know what I'm going to tell you. Leave me comments down below and let me know if any of my favorites made it to your favorites list. And if you have any products that you would say are even better than the ones I talked about, I also want to know. For the next video, I did plan to do an updated makeup tutorial, and I could actually film this particular makeup look, which is kind of my okay, so day to day, you're gonna think like, girl, where you going with that much makeup? But you know I'm extra like this. So yes, this would be my day to day. And when I say day to day, I mean I'm actually going outside and doing shit. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to go get a coffee looking like this, but like if I'm going outside and I'm about to participate in the outside world, I need to look good, honey. And this would be the makeup look I would basically do. I love a matte eye moment. I think it's perfect for day to day. It doesn't attract too much attention. Not that I mind attracting attention, okay? But I just think, you know, mattes are easier for kind of like a day-to-day look, or even night looks. Like I would definitely still do this in the nighttime. I'd love to show you guys my updated makeup routine. I think that it would be therapeutic for me. I don't know if you guys still like watching makeup tutorials. Does anyone even do makeup tutorials on YouTube anymore? I feel like that's kind of like a thing in the past. I don't know, maybe that's just my opinion. I don't see that many makeup tutorials anymore, which is why I haven't really pressed the issue or done a new one, because I don't even know if people want to see one. But if you do, I will be more than glad to film it for you guys. And Again, you can request the look. If you want this look, I'll do this look. I really enjoy this look. I think this look is really pretty. But if there's any other looks that you would think would be better, let me know and I will do it for you. Honestly, I feel like I'm finally starting to get in my groove of this YouTube thing, and it's no longer become kind of something I put on the back burner. And I hope that you guys have been able to enjoy my videos so far and you'll stick with me, and you know, who knows how far we'll get. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and until next time.